Scotland's peatlands. It's almost certain that there's one on your doorstep. 20% of Scotland is covered in peat. That's over 7,000 square miles. And they form some of our most wild and beautiful scenery. Peatlands are ancient landscapes growing just 1 millimetre per year. They can be more than 10 metres deep, making them over 10,000 years old. But what exactly are they? And why should we care? Peatlands are waterlogged areas where plants slowly break down to form a layer of peat. Scotland has two types of bog: blanket bogs, which clothe large areas of the north and west, and the rarer raised bogs, which are smaller and mostly found in the lowlands. Our peatlands are areas of unique biodiversity. They are Scotland's nurseries, a place where ground-nesting birds of prey, waders, frogs and toads all raise their young. High densities of migratory birds breed on peatlands, and insects thrive, pollinating the next generation of wildflowers. They are home to the iconically Scottish red deer and mountain hares, as well as the amazing and wonderful sundew, a plant that catches and eats insects. This kind of rich wildlife habitat provides a great learning environment.
In the classroom that we've got, we do a lot of wildlife work. We'll be looking at the habitat of the animals that live round about this area, animals that you wouldn't see anywhere else. There are plenty of opportunities to involve the children in their environment. A lot of children respond far better in this kind of environment than they do in a classroom. It's a place where children find it just calming and relaxing, and they can engage much more with what's happening.
You've been learning the names of animals that live in the peat
yeah.
bog.
And we've been drawing.
Yes, and also we learn about the timeline.
Scotland's peatlands also have a crucial part to play on a global scale. Forests and peatlands are both brilliant natural carbon stores. While trees generally only store carbon for their lifetime though, peat traps carbon for thousands of years. Globally, there is more than twice as much carbon stored in peat than all the world's forests. Healthy, well-managed peatlands reduce the release of greenhouse gas emissions and limit the effects of climate change by locking in the carbon. You might never have thought about where our drinking water comes from, but much of it originates from peatlands. Peatlands are like a gigantic natural reservoir for fresh water, capturing rain and filtering it through mosses, removing particles. Mosses, like sphagnum, also help reduce flooding by soaking up excess rain like a sponge and slowing the water flow across land surfaces, thus reducing flooding further downstream. As they have done for hundreds of years, peatlands support many jobs in rural businesses, from fishing to farming. We know people have had a long association with peatlands, as the slow-growing peat has encased many of our tools, trinkets, and even the occasional preserved body, all from past times and ancient cultures.
Peat bogs are great for archaeologists because of the level of preservation that they afford to organic objects such as artefacts made of wood, of animal skin and leather, and also of textile. You find artefacts within peat bogs all the way back to the Neolithic period, so over 5,000 years old. Some of the materials we have here are over 2,000 years old. These are Iron Age in date. For example, this beautiful ard point, this is a component of part of a wooden plough, which probably would have been pulled by cattle. It tells us quite a lot about the technology that people had 2,000 years ago.
Whether we are aware of it or not, we all depend on peat. Unfortunately though, many of our peatlands have been badly damaged because we didn't understand their importance to our day-to-day lives. Degraded peat erodes quickly, And this material ends up in rivers, covering riverbeds, so fish find it harder to breed, and filling lochs and reservoirs, so water companies are forced to spend large sums of money to keep our drinking water clear of silt and colour. However, something is being done to ensure that our peatlands work the way they should. Peatland Action is working for our future, helping to restore health to damaged peatlands and ensure a new generation can learn about the importance of these ancient landscapes. There is a lot that we can do to prevent further peat degradation and destruction. Projects are taking place all over Scotland, and you can get involved and find out more about peatlands at the same time.
The Bog Squad is all about volunteers coming out and getting stuck into doing peatland restoration in Scotland's Central Belt. In the summer we'll do a wee bit of recording, so we'll spend time going out doing butterfly surveys, we'll look for moths, we'll look for all kinds of invertebrates, and we'll do the work. So we'll do ditch damming, we'll cut trees to protect the bog, and we'll just do other general jobs around peatlands that can safeguard the peatland's integrity.
Getting local volunteers to come along, it allows them to see places that they might not have actually been to before. It might be somewhere, oh, we can't possibly go onto a bog, you know, there might be a bit of fear, there might be a bit of unknown. Why would you want to go there? It's a big brown thing. So I think bringing local people out and showing them what it's like, and the wonders and the fantastic bugs and plants and things you can find here, I think it's a really positive thing.
I love coming out just because everybody's together and talking, all here for the same thing, and it's just really, really enjoyable and well worth coming out to.
Peatlands are part of our wild Scotland, our modern Scotland. They affect Scotland's industries, Scotland's way of life, and Scotland's people. So let's look after them.
The open space is just wonderful. You don't tend to get that in so many other habitats in Scotland. And the colours, particularly in July and August with the heather, it's beautiful purple colours.
I love coming out, get to see how peatlands and bogs change throughout the year. There's always new things to see.
For more information about what's happening on peatlands in Scotland, go to the Peatland Action website.